Good morning, boys and girls. If you've been with me for a while, then you are familiar with our morning message, or our daily message as we call it. And we do a lot of things with this message. The first thing we do is we read it together, and then after that, we'll learn a little bit about words and letters and sentences. So let's go ahead and first start by reading it together. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read first, and you're going to listen. September 8th, 2020. Dear boys and girls, you are going to see a lot of new faces today. It is going to be a great way to meet new friends. Love, Miss Phrase. So over the weekend, our classes have changed some. And that means that a few of our friends are going to be working with different teachers, and some children who were working with different teachers will be coming to our class. So if you've been with me for a while, make them feel welcome and say hello during some of our social time when we start. And take the time to get to know some of your new friends. All right, so now I have read it. Now you are going to echo me. And what that means is I will read, and then you will read what I read. So listen to what I say so you can say it back after me. I'll point when it's your turn to say it. September 8th, 2020. September 8th, 2020. Dear boys and girls. Dear boys and girls. You are going to see a lot of new faces today. A lot of new faces today. It is going to be a great way to meet new friends. A great way to meet new friends. Love, Miss Phrase. Love, Miss Phrase. So hopefully you read it after I read it. Now we read together. I know that you may not know all of this. That's okay. This is a longer message than we usually do. Just do your best. If nothing else, if you see a sight word or what we call popcorn words, at least try to read the words that you do know. So you can watch while I point and read along. We'll start at September. I'll do a countdown, and when I get to 1, we start reading all at the same time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. September 8th, 2020. Dear boys and girls, you are going to see a lot of new faces today. It is going to be a great way to meet new friends. Love, Miss Phrase. Now hopefully you kept up with me at least a little, and if not, that's okay. It'll get easier as our school year goes on and you learn more words. Now those of you who have been with me for a while, you know that when I am doing the morning message, I often talk about words and the spaces between the words. We know that between the words, there's a space. Words are made when you put letters together. So a letter B and a letter E, when they are put together, are called a word. On this side, there's a space, and on this side, there's a space. Today, we're just going to look for those spaces, and we do it by doing a word, a space, a word, a space, word, a space. So I will make a little curve under the word, and I'll come up into that space. And you're going to help me at home by saying a word, a space. Are you ready? All right, let's do it together. A word, a space, 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 word, a space, a word, a space, a word, a space, word, a space, a 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 word, a space. Did you say it with me at home? I hope so. You should be looking for those spaces between all of those words. Now, I think this is one of the longest messages I've written so far, so hopefully you can count this high. Let's count all the words. While I'm counting, you count along at home. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. All right, so in our message today, we have 31 words. 31 words. That's probably the most words we've ever had in my class for a morning message. Now, if I took one of those words away, how many words would I have left? What is one less or one fewer than 31? Do you know? Well, what comes before 1 when you count? Well, that would be 0. 30 is kind of like 0 for the 30s. So it would be 30, 31. When you are saying what's one fewer, it's the number that comes before the number that you're saying. When you're counting things, you count one object at a time. And as you count and touch those objects, you're giving a number to each object. So if I had 31 words and one less, the number I had said before was 30, and so that's how many one less is. Anyway, what is one more than 31? And that's going to be the number you would say after you say 31. Because if I added another word, I would have to say the next number when counting. So, if 30 is one less than 31, what is one more? Something you can do is you can look at the number in the ones place, the 1. What comes before, or what comes after 1? 2. 32 is one more than 31. Now, we usually do a lot more than this, but I want to start off with our new friends, just covering this today. We'll come back and do more things tomorrow. Today, we want to make sure that we know that words are made from putting letters together. So we put letters together to make words. Not all words are the same size. Some words have more letters than other. For example, the word a or it's one letter. But the word going is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters. Letters go together in a pattern that makes sense by their sounds or one of their spelling patterns. But you put those letters together, they make sense, they make a word, and then when you're writing, you always put a space between each word so that the reader knows that that word is starting and stopping. Anyway, I will see you later. Hope you have a good day.